What is up, racers and collectors? CB here. Hey, what do you think of these? Zuru metal machines. I got 2 3-packs here. It's already a weird tournament considering our first heat winner is an AMC Eagle. So I figure let's stick with the weird, wild, and wonderful, and let's go with something Chinese. We're looking at Heat 2. Let's open these bad boys up, assign them a lane, and see what they're all about. Okay, this is going to be our first car. This is going to be lane number 1. This is called the Flare. And it looks like a Chinese version of the Camaro. A Camaro. And I gotta admit, I like the chrome. But this is gonna be lane number 1. Lane number 2. This is called the Chase. I don't know why it's called that. Maybe it's because it's a police car. I don't know. It's not based on any kind of car I've ever seen. But it's a Chinese knockoff version. They don't have licensing to actual cars. So we're gonna call this the Chase, and it's gonna be in lane number 2. Lane number 3. This is the Duty. It's the Duty. We've got a Duty right here, and I gotta admit though, this thing is actually pretty big and heavy. This might actually be pretty fast. Tires don't quite feel right, but I don't know. We'll keep an eye on this one, but this is gonna be lane number 3. Diving into the second pack now, here is the Scorpio. Looks like a pretty high-tech hypercar type thing. Again, same with the other one. It's still the chrome actually looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like something from the Empire. I don't know. That's going to be lane number 4. Over in lane number 5, this is called the Scorpio. It's now a few years back, I actually ran a race with some Zuru metal machines, and if I recall, this model was one of the faster ones. I'm not sure, but it's kind of your old school modified pickup truck type thing. And this is going to be over in lane number 5. And lane 6, which may be my favorite. This is the Kinetic. Cool name, right? I don't know what it is. Is this a dune buggy? Is this an off-road vehicle? Is this an SUV? I don't know what this is. It's Kinetic though, and it's going to be over on lane 6. It's got some weight to it, and we'll keep an eye on it. Let's get these guys on Frugal Rock Raceway. Let's get them up there and see how they'll do. Alright, Zuru metal machines on the track. One thing I noticed right off the bat is every one of these sits differently at the starting gate. Some are a little higher and some are a little lower, so this might make things interesting. But we're going to see what they can do. Let's send them down. And our winner that time is the Kinetic. This off-road looking vehicle thing right here. By the way, if you're confused by the lane choices, I had to change them because the Scorpio over here, this rear end is just a little too wide and was rubbing up against the starting gate, so I had to move that one. But I have changed the lanes. Let's see if the Kinetic can take another win. So we have a winner out of our Zurus. This is the Kinetic. It is moving on to the finals. Not exactly the most impressive speed, but we took a chance and it won fairly and squarely, so it is moving on. But let's see how it fares against older Zuru models that I raced about 4 years ago in a competition. We'll set this aside for now and let's take a look at those that it'll race against. Okay, so let's put our current Zuru champion against some Zurus from the past. Let's put these guys on the track with them and see how it compares. Wow. Okay. Dead last. Our new champion, which is now over in lane 3, couldn't even compete with Zurus from 4 years ago. We'll give it another chance. I've switched the lanes. Let's run them one more time, see what happens. So, sadly, I have to announce that this is still your tournament number 3, heat number 2 winner, the Kinetic from Zuru, which couldn't even compete with Zurus from 4 years ago that I raced, finishing dead last in both races, even though it got a great start, if you saw that or not. So, I think my advice to you would be, don't put money on the Zuru in the finals. I think next race, next heat number 4, we will be going back to Hot Wheels, just so we can get some speed back in this channel. But as always, I thank you all for coming out and watching the races. Please feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you want to reach me directly, it's frugaldicaster@gmail.com.